Margot Robbie did not simply appear in Hollywood. Her journey was a slow, steady climb, built on a foundation of deliberate choices and undeniable talent. Many audiences first met her on the Australian soap opera Neighbours, a classic training ground for many of the country's future stars. Even then, playing Donna Friedman, there was a spark, a certain charisma that felt bigger than the small screen. It was a role that taught her the discipline of television production schedules, long hours, quick turnarounds, and the constant demand for performance. This early experience instilled a work ethic that would become a hallmark of her career. Her arrival in America was marked by another television role, in the short-lived but stylish series Pan Am. The show itself didn't last, but it served as a crucial stepping stone, placing her firmly on the industry's radar. It was her audition for Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street, however, that truly changed everything. The story has become Hollywood legend. In a moment of improvisation, she slapped Leonardo DiCaprio across the face, a bold move that secured her the role of Naomi LaPaglia. It was a performance that could have easily been a caricature, but Robbie infused it with a fierce, magnetic energy that made it impossible to look away. She wasn't just a discovery, she was an arrival. Following that breakout success, Robbie navigated the treacherous waters of post-breakthrough Hollywood with incredible savvy. Instead of being typecast as the bombshell, she actively sought out roles that challenged perception. She played a scrappy survivor in Z for Zachariah, a charming grifter in Focus, and, most iconically, Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. That last role, in particular, demonstrated her ability to find the humanity and chaos within a comic book character, transforming what could have been a sidekick into a cultural phenomenon. Harley Quinn became her own franchise, a testament to Robbie's star power and her ability to connect with a massive global audience on a visceral level. The establishment of her own production company, Lucky Chap Entertainment, with her now husband Tom Ackerley, and friends Josie McNamara and Sophia Kerr, marked the final stage of her ascent. This wasn't just about creating starring vehicles for herself. It was about shaping the stories being told. With films like I, Tanya Promising Young Woman, this move from actor for hire to industry power player solidified her status. She wasn't just waiting for good roles anymore. She was creating them, not just for herself, but for others, fundamentally changing the landscape of modern Hollywood. After the monumental, culture-shifting success of Barbie in 2023, the world watched to see what Margot Robbie would do next. The answer arrived as a script. A big, bold, beautiful journey. The film is an original concept from writer Seth Rice and director Kogonada. It promised something different from her recent blockbusters. Described as an imaginative tale, two strangers connect during an extraordinary journey. Paired with Colin Farrell, known for thoughtful, transformative work, the project signaled a pivot to intimate, character-driven storytelling. This film matters. It's a conscious choice. At the peak of her commercial power, the easy path would be another major IP, another guaranteed blockbuster. Instead, Robbie and Lucky Chap chose a project for its story and the director's artistic vision. A clear statement: Robbie's focus is the craft of filmmaking. For Robbie, it's more than a role, it's a mission statement. This move reinforces her image not just as a movie star, but as a cinephile and a patron of the arts. The marketing campaign for A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey was a masterclass in modern publicity, blending old-school glamour with new media savvy. It began not with a bang, but with a whisper. The film was first announced as a hot package at the European Film Market in Berlin, immediately generating intense industry buzz. Margot Robbie, fresh off Barbie, Colin Farrell, director Kogonada. This industry announcement created a sense of prestige and exclusivity, positioning the film as a significant artistic event. As production moved forward, the promo shifted to a carefully curated visual rollout. The first official images were atmospheric and intriguing, hinting at the film's unique aesthetic without giving away plot points. The trailer followed suit, focusing on mood and emotion rather than a linear narrative. Stunning cinematography, poignant moments between Robbie and Farrell, a score that swelled with feeling. This approach invited speculation and conversation. Instead of telling audiences exactly what the movie was about, the marketing asked them to feel it first, creating an emotional connection long before release. The global premiere tour was where the campaign hit its stride. Each red carpet appearance was a meticulously planned fashion moment. Robbie and her stylist Andrew Mukamal crafting looks that echoed themes of beauty and transformation. One night, she would appear in a gown that seemed to capture the cosmos. The the next in a design that was elegantly simple and modern. Those fashion choices extended the film's storytelling, generating headlines and dominating social feeds. Every premiere became a must-see event where fans anticipated both the film and the fashion. Interviews were equally strategic. Robbie, Farrell, Kogonada, they framed the film around its emotional core and the experience of making it, the collaborative spirit on set, the philosophical questions the story raises, their admiration for one another's work. This human focus made the project feel personal and authentic. It allowed Robbie to project a thoughtful artist image, balancing megawatt celebrity with down-to-earth passion for acting and producing. The campaign felt less like selling a product and more like sharing a piece of art. In an age of oversharing, where trailers often reveal an entire film's plot, the team behind A Big Bold Beautiful Journey made a radical choice: restraint. The entire marketing campaign was built around a central strategy of mystery. From the very beginning, specific plot details were kept under tight wraps. The official synopsis was vague and evocative, speaking of two strangers and an extraordinary journey, offering little else. This deliberate withholding of information was a gamble, but it paid off by transforming the film into an object of intense curiosity and speculation. It made audiences lean in, wanting to discover the secrets for themselves. The trailers and promotional clips were exercises in atmosphere over exposition. They were crafted to convey a feeling, a mood, a sense of wonder. Viewers were shown breathtaking landscapes, intimate glances between the leads, moments of quiet emotion, all set to a soaring musical score. In a loud and cluttered world, the quiet confidence of this less is more approach was perhaps the most effective marketing tool of all, proving that what you don't show can often be more powerful than what you do. When the embargo for A Big Bold Beautiful Journey finally lifted after its festival premiere, the initial wave of critical reactions was overwhelmingly positive, albeit with a fascinating degree of nuance. Critics were nearly universal in their praise for the two lead performances. They lauded Colin Farrell for his soulful, understated work, but the highest accolades were often reserved for Margot Robbie. Many noted that this role allowed her to showcase a different kind of vulnerability, a quiet strength that stood in stark contrast to the boisterous energy of characters like Harley Quinn or the polished perfection of Barbie. It was hailed as a career-best performance, one that confirmed her status as one of the most versatile actors working today. The direction by Kogonada was also a major point of discussion. Critics celebrated his distinct visual style and patient pacing, and his ability to create a world that felt both grounded and fantastical. Publications like Variety and The Hollywood Reporter praised the film's ambition and its willingness to tackle big emotional and philosophical questions without resorting to easy answers. Some reviewers noted that the film's meditative pace might not be for everyone, but even those who found it slow acknowledged its profound beauty and the power of its central love story. Early audience reactions gathered from festival screenings and the first public showings mirrored the critical praise, but with an even greater emphasis on the film's emotional impact. On social media, viewers described the film as breathtaking, heartbreaking, and life-affirming. Many shared personal stories of how the film's themes of connection and loss resonated with them. The chemistry between Robbie and Farrell was a constant topic of conversation, with audiences captivated by the tender, believable bond they forged on screen. It was clear that the film was not just being watched, it was being felt. This powerful emotional response was crucial to the film's success. It generated the kind of word-of-mouth buzz that no marketing budget can buy. People were not just recommending the film to their friends, they were passionately urging them to see it, promising an experience that would stay with them long after the credits rolled. The combination of critical acclaim and genuine audience adoration created a perfect storm of positive buzz, transforming A Big Bold Beautiful Journey from a risky art house project into a must-see cinematic event for a broad audience. In A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, Margot Robbie's role extends far beyond her performance on screen. As a producer through her company Lucky Chap Entertainment, she is one of the project's primary architects. This dual position gives her a level of influence that few actors of her generation possess. She isn't just showing up to say her lines, she is involved in every stage of the filmmaking process. Script development, director selection, casting, marketing, final cut decisions. This hands-on approach ensures that the film aligns with her vision and the ethos of her company, which has consistently championed unique voices and daring narratives. By backing a director like Kogonada, she is making a statement about the kind of films she wants to see in the world. It prioritizes artistic integrity over guaranteed box office returns, though her own star power helps mitigate the financial risk. Robbie is essentially using her commercial clout to create a protective bubble for creativity, fostering an environment where bold ideas can flourish. This dual role also reshapes her relationship with the audience. When audiences go to see A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, they are not just buying a ticket to a Margot Robbie movie. They are buying into the Margot Robbie brand. They trust her taste. Her name above the title as both star and producer has become a seal of quality, signaling a film that is likely to be intelligent, well-crafted, and thought-provoking. This level of trust is something she has carefully cultivated over years of smart choices, and it allows her to take bigger risks, pushing the boundaries of mainstream cinema while bringing her massive audience along with her for the ride. For the studio and the industry at large, the film's success serves as a crucial proof of concept. It shows that there is a path forward for mid to large budget original films, provided they are made with passion, with quality, and the backing of a star who can command the public's attention. It's a win that, honestly, feels like a win for cinema itself. The release of A Big Bold Beautiful Journey was not a single event, but a carefully orchestrated global rollout designed to build momentum and maximize impact. The strategy began with a prestigious festival launch, creating an initial wave of critical acclaim and industry buzz. From there, the film embarked on a worldwide premiere tour. Margot Robbie, Colin Farrell, London, Tokyo, Sydney. These events were tailored to each region. Social media and influencer culture played a crucial role. The studio partnered with a select group of influencers, artists, photographers, writers. These creators were given early access to the film and encouraged to share their authentic reactions. Their posts focused on the film's beauty, emotion, artistry. This introduced A Big Bold Beautiful Journey to new audiences. The campaign also excelled at creating community-focused events, pre-release screenings for art students, book clubs, community groups, followed by Quanda sessions with local filmmakers or critics. These intimate events helped build strong word of mouth, not just a commercial product, but a piece of cultural art to be discussed and shared. The marketing for A Big Bold Beautiful Journey was, honestly, a masterclass, turning a promotional tour into a cultural conversation. Margot Robbie's fashion choices were more than just beautiful gowns. They were thematic statements. At the London premiere, she wore a dress that seemed to be woven from starlight, perfectly capturing the film's cosmic and romantic undertones. These looks were instantly dissected and celebrated online, creating a stream of content that kept the film at the forefront of public consciousness. The studio released a series of short, atmospheric clips and behind-the-scenes vignettes that highlighted the collaborative and positive energy on set. One particularly popular clip showed Robbie and Colin Farrell laughing between takes, a simple moment that humanized the stars and made audiences feel a sense of connection to the project. This strategy was about building a community around the film, making fans feel like they were part of the journey. The campaign also cleverly leveraged critical debate. As the first reviews began to surface, the marketing team amplified positive quotes, performances, the direction, the film's originality. Even more nuanced or mixed reviews were framed as part of a healthy and engaging discussion. The film was positioned as a work of art that was meant to be talked about and debated, not just consumed. This approach elevated the discourse around the movie, encouraging audiences to see it for themselves so they could form their own opinions and join the conversation. Ultimately, the marketing succeeded because it understood that the story of the film's creation is just as important as the story on screen. By showcasing the passion, artistry, and glamour behind the project, the campaign made the movie feel like an event. It wasn't just another film in a crowded marketplace. It was a cultural moment. Margot Robbie, as both the star and the central figure of this narrative, was the perfect guide, leading audiences on a journey that began long before they ever stepped into the theater. Ultimately, the journey of this film across the globe is a testament to Margot Robbie's evolution into one of Hollywood's most formidable figures. Her career is no longer just about the roles she chooses as an actor. It's about the stories she chooses to champion as a producer and the way she connects with audiences as a global ambassador for cinema. A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is a reflection of her artistic sensibilities and her business acumen. it proves that with the right star, the right story, and the right strategy, a bold and beautiful film can still capture the world's imagination, marking a hopeful new chapter for both Robbie and the future of Hollywood. In the end, Margot Robbie's big, bold, beautiful journey continues to inspire a new generation of storytellers, proving that in an industry often driven by formulas and franchises, there's still room for original vision, authentic artistry, and the transformative power of a star who truly understands the magic of cinema.